Good evening students. Today we will start here chapter 2 and here we will do its part 1 and the name of the chapter is tissue. So before starting the chapter, like in previous chapter we have studied that all living organisms, they are made up of the cells, and on the basis of the number of the cells the organisms are of two types: unicellular organisms and multicellular organisms. So uni means single, okay, so the organisms which are made up of only one cell, like amoeba. Okay, so amoeba is an unicellular organism. So in amoeba, a single cell carries out movement of cell, intake of food and respiratory gases, okay, means the process of respiration and excretion. But what about the multicellular organisms? So at the organization level, in multicellular organisms, these organisms, they show division of labor where different components of the body take up different functions, okay, like movements through contraction and relaxation of the muscles, conduction of messages by nerves, transport of oxygen, hormones, food, etc. Okay students, so means we can also say that in multicellular organisms there are so many cells, millions of cells are there which are specialized to carry out a few functions. Okay, so since these cells carry out only a particular function, so they do it very efficiently. Means this specialization is due to differentiation, that is cells obtain a definite shape, size, structure and function. Okay, so we can also say that in multicellular organism a group of cells is found. So what is that group of cells is known as? So that is tissue. Means tissue, a group of cells that are similar in structure and work together to achieve a function is called tissue. So for the first time the term tissue was coined by Bechet in 1792. Okay, 1792, and histology is the study of tissues. Okay, and the term histology, it was coined by Mayer, and who is the founder of histology? He is Marcello Malpighi. Okay, so now let's discuss about the importance of tissues. So as we have studied that group of cells, they are involved in particular functioning of a system. So let us discuss the important functions of the tissue. So for the first function, that is the tissues, they help to improve the organization and efficiency of the organisms. Okay, efficiency of the organisms. Second one is the tissues decrease the workload of an individual cell. Okay, the tissues reduce the workload of an individual cell. Okay, the third one function, that is tissues help the multicellular organisms for higher survival. Okay, tissues help the multicellular organisms for higher survival. And what is the fourth function? That is the tissues bring about the division of labor to form organ and organ system. The tissues bring about the division of labor to form organ and organ system. So these are the functions, these are the importance of tissues. So now let's discuss that are the plants and animal tissues of made are same type or they are different. Okay, so let's compare the structure and function of the plants and animals tissue. So firstly, now what happens that when we learn about the mobility of plants and animals, so we know that the plants are fixed, means they can't move, and so they require less energy and more supportive strength. Okay, So students, most of the tissues of plants, they are dead. Okay, tissues of plants are dead. Most of the tissues, okay, not all. Then this is because the dead cells provide mechanical strength. Okay, and so supportive, they need less maintenance also. On the other hand, in animals, the animals move around in search of food, okay, for shelter, for meat, okay, and so they require more energy. So means the most of the tissues of animals, they are living. Okay, most of the tissues of animals are living. So when we had learned about the structural organization of organs and organ system, so we can find that the structural organization is more specialized and localized in complex animals due to their mobility and different feeding methods than in plants. Okay, so let's recall that we have studied in class 8, that cell is the smallest unit of body and all the cells together they will make up tissues, okay, and tissues together they will make the organs. Different kinds of organs will make the organ system, and these all systems together they will make the whole organism. Okay, so what is this? This is the structural organization of organ system in animals. So similarly, we know that the growth in plants is limited to certain regions. So according to this, we will discuss about the different kinds of plant tissues in tomorrow's session. Okay, thank you so much.